When I was a kid, my elder sister Agatha, who is 15 years older than me, used to tell me stories late at night. Strange ones. But there was one she only told once. She said it was true, said it ran in our family. It started with a letter and a name I'd never heard before. This is that story, Agatha said. When I think of Wicker Hill, I think of fog. Thick, gray, suffocating fog that creeps through trees like it's alive. I had never heard of the town until the letter arrived. A handwritten note in an envelope yellowed by time with no return address. Just a name, Eleanor Harper, and a message. Come home, it's time. Thing is, I've never lived in Wicker Hill, never even been there. I'm an only child, or at least I thought I was. My mother died 2 months before the letter arrived. She'd never spoken of a Wicker Hill, never mentioned a sister either, but the letter was signed Agatha. Against better judgment, I drove up. 5 hours through winding forest roads, past towns that seemed stuck in time. Wicker Hill wasn't on any map. Google gave me nothing, but the directions were precise, like they'd been written by someone who'd made that trip 100 times. The road narrowed into gravel. Trees loomed tall, blocking sunlight. My phone died 3 miles out. No signal. That's when I first saw the fog. It was waiting at the town's edge, still and heavy, like a curtain. Wicker Hill was silent. Victorian houses leaned like they were tired. The streets were cracked, overgrown with weeds, and yet not abandoned. I saw lights, candles in windows, faces in curtains. The Harper house was at the top of the hill. You came. I knew you would. She was tall, in her 70s maybe, with sharp cheekbones and silver hair coiled tightly. Her eyes were familiar, too familiar. You look just like your mother. Come in, dear, there's tea. The house smelled like lavender and mold. Old portraits lined the walls, their eyes following me. One, in particular, stopped me cold. A woman who looked exactly like me, but painted in 1890. That's Eleanor, the first. You're the fifth. I thought she was joking, until the walls whispered. They remember you, Eleanor. The house remembers all of you. I wanted to run, but I didn't. I stayed. That night, I couldn't sleep. The guest room had no mirrors. The window didn't open. At exactly 3:06 a.m., I heard footsteps outside my door. Slow, deliberate. Then the doorknob turned. Eleanor? I didn't move. I didn't breathe. Eventually, the footsteps faded. When I opened the door, no one was there. Just the faint scent of rosewater and decay. In the morning, Agatha was already at the table, sipping tea, smiling. The house likes you. I decided to leave. No explanations, no goodbyes. But a road was gone. Fog swallowed everything. The town was different. The people stared longer, blinked less. I found the church, abandoned, yet candles flickered inside. A single word was carved into every pew. Return. That's when I met Samuel. You can't leave, not unless it lets you. He was the gravedigger. Said he'd buried every Eleanor. Said he remembered each face. It's the fog. It feeds the house. And the house, it feeds on you. I laughed. I couldn't help it. But his face stayed grave. You'll see. The cellar's where the truth lives. The cellar? The door, Agatha said, was off limits, locked, rusted. But that night, it was open, waiting. I descended slowly. Each step groaned. The air turned colder, thicker. I smelled iron. There were portraits on the wall. 5 women, each identical, each named Eleanor Harper. The first dated 1871. The last was blank. Then I saw the mirror. It showed the cellar. But I wasn't in it. Instead, I saw a woman, identical to me, in a white dress. She raised her hand. So did I. Then she smiled. I did not. Behind it, bones, journals, names scratched into stone. Join us? I ran. Back up the stairs, into the fog, through the town. But no matter where I went, I always returned to the house. You're almost ready, dear. It's nearly time. She showed me an old diary, my handwriting, but written a century ago. You've always been Eleanor. Always. I don't know what's real anymore. I see them in the mirrors, in dreams, in fog. The townsfolk say I've always lived here, that Agatha died 20 years ago, but I remember leaving. I remember a life outside this place. Or do I? Sometimes I hear them. Eleanor. Sometimes I whisper back, thank you for listening to Whispers in the Fog. If you enjoyed tonight's tale, subscribe and share. Until next time, beware the fog.